Chicago. We're here with one of the speakers at the convention tonight, Pete Buttigieg. Before we get back into the politics of this, how are the kids?
Oh, they're great. They're great. They've taken over our lives. They just turned 3 years old.
Oh,
but
3.
Yeah.
What I like to say to people who have kids who just turned 3, you're about to learn something that the only people who say terrible twos are people who haven't had a 3-year-old yet.
Oh, no.
Because they're just as terrible, and now they're stronger.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they're stronger. And the other the thing I cannot fathom is that somehow we're raising a morning person. Like, neither one of us is a morning person. We got twins, boy and girl.
You're not a morning person?
No. I mean, sometimes I have to be for work, but like in
Sure.
terms of like body clock disposition, absolutely not. But at first light, our sun just comes barreling into the room. But not, I don't mean sun up. I mean like astronomical twilight. He like activates, and he's just there at the bedside with like a book, asking us to read the book. And if you don't immediately comply, you hear little footfalls as he goes downstairs, and he returns in 1 minute with a tambourine in his hand. Doesn't matter how many times and he's just ready to wake us up and start our day. It's crazy.
Good luck. Now, as I was saying before, you've become a standout guest on Fox News, and I wouldn't expect the audience there to embrace you, but they keep asking you back. Do you know why?
No, but as long as they do, I think it's worth doing.
It turns out well for them in the argument.
I don't know how they make their decisions, but you know, look, I think it's really important to go on there. I can't blame somebody for not agreeing with our message if they've literally never heard it. And sure. I'm worried that if I don't go on there and say it, they're not going to hear it otherwise.
People talk a lot about the calcification of political support in America. Like, there's a hard basement for both of the parties. Do you think that's true, or do you think that, you know, it's always about turnout of the election? The base is the base, and you have to turn them out. Do you think there's a possibility to loosen that Gordian knot?
Absolutely. I think you can reach people. I still think politics is about persuasion. Yes, of course, turnout matters a great deal too. We'll be focusing a lot on that, but especially at a moment like this, when you have a top of the ticket on the Republican side that has walked away from a lot of values that matter to conservatives as well as liberals, I think it's a great moment to try to scramble some of the traditional political coalitions. I got to think we may have set a record for how many Republicans spoke at our Democratic National Convention. I haven't looked that up, but that might be true. So I really think there's potential there.
Now, one of the reasons you're great on Fox is that you deftly diffuse some egregious arguments or statements. I'd like to give you a taste of some of those right now and do a little lightning round response to some of the assertions coming from the Trump campaign. Okay, you ready for this? All right. Please respond to the Trump campaign calling Harris's ascent to become the nominee a coup.
A coup is when people violently interfere with the transfer of power by breaching the U.S. Capitol. Well, an attempted coup. Luckily, it was defeated.
Okay, pretty good. How about Trump claiming that he has nothing to do with Project 2025?
I mean, the Heritage Foundation is the beating heart of the GOP policy apparatus. In fact, I know this isn't a lightning round, but I just got to dwell on this for a second. Because I think it's incredible that actually the biggest scandal of the year is a policy scandal, is Project 2025. Most people say elections aren't really about policy anymore, but if you think about it, the biggest scandal, the one that actually has the Republicans the most afraid, the one that has the president doing damage control, it's not a criminal cover-up, although, you know, they had one of those too. It's not a sex tape. It's the simple fact that they wrote down their own policies. That is the thing that they might not recover from.
30 seconds? 30 seconds? Because 30 seconds, Trump saying the Presidential Medal of Freedom is much better than the Medal of Honor.
Oh. I mean, both of those are ways of recognizing somebody who did something extraordinary. But the Medal of Honor is awarded to people who have given everything, and very often including their lives, for others. And that kind of military sacrifice is just obviously beyond Donald Trump's comprehension, which is why he avoided being in the military when he had a chance.
Thank you so much for being here. Pete Buttigieg, everybody.